Cloud. You didn't hear, there's a recording in progress, which is true because we're going to save this for prosperity reasons and we can go back and look at everything that we go over today. I'm going to start off by sharing my screen. Okay. Now we can see my screen. I can highlight the Zoom stuff. And we're going to be looking at canva.com. That's the first place I'd like everybody to go is to canva.com. And if you don't have a free account, I would like you to sign up for a free account. I'm actually going to sign up so we can go through this. So if you go to canva.com and you click on sign up, you'll see something similar to this. You can either log in with a Gmail account with Google, which you already have with your @KW email address. So you could choose that. Or you could log in with Facebook or even with your Apple ID to connect through those. I would suggest using your KW email address to create your account. That way it's connected with work and it's easy to get to. So all you have to do is click and log in with Google. It's going to ask you which account you want to use. I would use my @KW. I don't have an account yet, so I need to sign up. And it's going to ask me, how do I want to sign up? I'll sign up with Google. It's going to ask me which one, @KW. Then it signs up for me. Done. Now I have a free @KW account. It shows me that I can have teams on here and I can add people into a team. That was the first thing that popped up. It's going to ask me what I'm using Canva for, and I'm going to be using it for small business. I don't have a team, so I'm going to click skip. If you want to try Canva Pro, I do have a pro account. I love Canva Pro. Highly recommend it, especially if you're doing any type of social media posts, real estate flyers, any type of printed materials. I would design it right here in Canva. It is super easy, and I am a big proponent of it. So I'm not going to do this one because I'm already paying for it, and I'll say maybe later. It keeps asking me who's on my team. I don't have a team. And then I click skip. And I can start my first design. I'm going to choose, we're going to do a Facebook post first. So we'll click Facebook post, and it takes us into our Canva area. And this is all in the free account. Everything that we see right here, these are templates, and we can search templates, which are super easy to use. I highly recommend. So let's say we're going to do some fall marketing. So I'm going to type in fall and see what comes up. Look at these neat templates. They're already coming up. And if there's a little crown, that means it's for pro and you have to pay for pro, but there are free ones. So this one right here with the fall background and is saying that's free. This is free. It'll say free in the corner. Online fall sale. I believe this is free. It doesn't have a little icon. See what else do we have in here? What would be fun to work with? Let's use this one. It says life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. This is a template, so I'm going to click on that one. It's free. I'm going to skip this tour because that's what this class is all about. So I clicked on it and it brings in the template with everything in here, and I can start changing anything I want to now. So let's say, let's see, there's a watermark in the background, so it wants you to pay for that background. We're not going to use this one anymore. Never mind.
You can use it and then change your background.
That's true.
That's what I ended up doing. It did that to me too on one of mine so it was free, and then it said in order to use this, and I was like, okay, I'll just change it up for another picture.
Oh, yeah. So that's a good point. What I did, I just selected the background picture and I pressed delete on my computer, and now it just has a picture placeholder, which I will fill in with another picture. And I'm going to show you where I got my pictures that we're going to be using from. I'm opening up another tab at the top. This is in Chrome, and I'm going to type in Pexels.com. And Pexels is a place where you can get free stock photography and videos, and you can use this for business purposes. So they're royalty free, and I just typed in fall. And I just started saving a bunch of pictures that I liked that represented fall. I tried to get stuff without people in there. I did download this one. It was hard to find things without people. Like I download this one. And to download it, all you have to do is you can hover over there. There's a little arrow at the bottom that represents download. I click on that and it's going to download it for me. Now I can, and some of these, if I press it, it's going to say, share your love, share a thank you for somebody. If I download this one, maybe it'll pop up. Yeah, our creators love hearing from you, so we can follow them on Instagram or we can send them a donation, and it'll give us an option on how to do that. If you really like their stuff, think about that. Oh, here's a good one. I like this. We'll click download. Yep, see here, you can donate to this guy, or you can go on Instagram and thank him. And as I download them, they're going into my downloads folder. Same thing's going to happen on a Windows computer. It's going to go to the downloads folder. And I created a different folder right on my desktop I called Fall Marketing. And I just pulled them all into this folder. So I have a bunch of pictures in here right now. I want to look at, just want a bigger thing. Okay. So these are the pictures that I have that I've downloaded from Pexels. And these are not, come on, I just want them to be bigger. There we go. So I can scroll through and take a look at them. It's a back to school I got. This clock for changing the time, going back, fall back. Got another clock picture, fall back. Leaves. These are all from Pexels.com. This is going to be a Halloween-ish type marketing that we're going to do. More leaves. Haunted house. Leaves. A made-over haunted house. So I got all these off Pexels. I highly recommend using them. Here's another Halloween one I'm going to use. See, back to school, leaves, and more leaves. Okay, so I put them all into one folder so it makes it easy for me to upload into Canva. And I'm going to click on uploads over here on the left-hand side now. It's going to ask me to upload media. So I'm going to start uploading media, and I'm going to choose my device. Now it's going to ask me from where. I'm going to choose Fall Marketing. Click open. And I want to upload all these at the same time. So I'm just going to click the first one. I'm going to hold down the shift button and click the last one, and it selects them all. I'll click open. And it's going to start uploading photos for me.
Does it keep them online for you for just this project, or does it move project to project?
It moves project to project. So if you upload them once,
Nice.
you can use them in any project, anywhere inside of Canva. So let's see which one. This one looks like it's done. So I'm going to drag this over. See, oh, there we go. So I just started to drag it over and it snapped into the background for me. So now we can see the free picture is in the background. And I still have this quote in here. I'm going to change this to something about, let's see. Fall in love with your home all over again. And I'm going to credit that to person on the street. So this is actually a piece of media that I could use in Facebook and Instagram and anything social media wise. I'm a realtor, so I'm talking about a house, so I also want to add my logo in here. So I'm going to go into upload media. I'm going to add it from device again. I'm going to go to where I have my logo saved. Sometimes it's hard to remember where I have logo saved. I'll upload my logo. And if you purchase the Canva Pro, there will be another tab in here that'll say logos, which you could use. Okay, so it's still uploading. While it's uploading, while this is in the template, and the template already has text boxes and lines and borders in here, if I want to change anything inside of a text box, I just double click on it, makes it active, and I can delete it and put in whatever text I want. This part right here shows that these two text boxes are connected with each other and they're grouped together. If I want to ungroup them, I can click this ungroup button. And now this is totally so. This is totally separate from the original text. Very, very easy to do. So far, we have dragged and dropped a background photo in. We've changed text inside of a template. We can delete these if we wanted to or add more. Let's add another square in here. So I'm going to go into elements. And there will be different types of categories you can use. So we have lines and shapes, graphics, photos, videos, and it'll show you if they're free. It'll say free at the bottom, which means they're included in the free subscription. We can add audio, charts, frames, which are picture frames, which we can fill in with more pictures, and grids, which can put in different types of pictures in there. So I'm actually going to look for these lines and shapes and click on see all. And here is, it says free. Here's a square that I'm going to use. Click on it once, it imports in. And I'm going to just make it a bit bigger. And so I'm changing the size using the handlebars on the side and the dots in the corners. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. And I don't like the color that it's, I want it to match these borders here. So I'm going to click on the color button in the corner. And I'm going to click on that creamy white. So now I have three pictures. Oh, it kind of looks like a real picture frame now. Change the background like that. So that's how I can add an extra frame in there if I want to. I can even add upside down triangle if I wanted. So let's say I do want to add this, or not upside down triangle, but triangle in the corner. I want to cover this whole half. Or that, just a little bigger. We'll say that. I know this does not look appealing, but I'm just showing an example that I can put the shape in here. And now go back to uploads. I need to put in my logo. Clicked on it once, it imports it in. I gotta draw out. Come on. 1 second. Stop. Trying to get it to move, and it's easier said than done sometimes.
Click off of it first. There you go.
There we go. Yay. So I'm adding in my logo, which makes us much more compliant than we were without the logo. And I could even add my information here in the corner or someplace along here, but this is not, I'm not saying buy or sell a house with me or giving housing information. So I could post this on my Facebook and I wouldn't be too worried about someone saying you gave me false information. You didn't say that you're a realtor, because all I'm saying is fall in love with your home again. Not too worried about that. If I were to have a house in here and saying just sold, I would put my information in here. Right now, I'm just going through kind of the tools that you would use. Let's actually design something for doing a fallback for your clock. So setting your clock back an hour. This saves automatically. So I'm just going to go to File, Create New Design. It's going to ask me what size I want it, and it's already labeled out. Do I want a video presentation, Facebook cover, poster, Facebook cover? I'm sorry, Facebook post. This is the cover, so on and so forth. A card. I'm going to type in. Oh, there we go. There's a postcard right here. So I'm going to do a postcard, and I'm going to send this card out to my database. So a postcard has two sides. When you open up when you say you look for a postcard design, it's only going to give you the front page, or the front of the postcard. Then you're going to click Add a Page. So this will be the back of the postcard. Go back to page 1. I click on it to make sure it's selected. I'm going to go to my uploads because I uploaded all of these photos here. I'm going to look for my clock photo. Do I want this one? Do I want that one? I'm going to go with this one because there's more space to write. I'm going to drag it in. Oh, there we go. And closer I get it to the edge, the more likely it is it's going to snap in as the full background photo, which I want. So I have my clock in here. I can see it easily. If I didn't see the clock as easily I want, I'm going to double click on the background, and I can move this around a little bit. We'll say right there. I like a little space. So I have my background image, and all I'm going to add to this is some text. Going to the text box and click Add a Heading, and get to set clock. So I just typed out, don't forget to set your clock back 1 hour. It's black, so it's kind of hard to see on this. I'm going to double click in here until everything is selected. If it doesn't select by double clicking, just hold down and highlight the text.
Isn't it fall ahead?
Spring forward, fall back.
Seriously?
Yep.
I suck. Okay.
So we're going to say, don't forget to set your clock back 1 hour. And I'm going to change the color of it. So I have a text color here. And I'm going to have a whole selection of colors. And if I don't see the color that I want, I can click on this Add New Color button, and I can choose the color from the color grids. So I can go through the whole gambit. I'm actually going to select white. That stands out better. But this looks kind of weird going over the clock. I want it all centered, or not centered, but all the text on this side away from the clock. So I'm going to click between, don't forget to set your arm, press enter, makes it a little bit small, or a little, to get that. It sets it back into 3 lines instead of 2. I don't like that. So I'm going to do another back in 1. Here we go. I like this better. But I could also have made it smaller by coming up to the corner here, just dragging it down, making it small as I want. I'll move it over. Make it bigger if I want to now. Go away, Grammarly. Go away. The handlebars, there we go. That's better. Don't forget to set your clock back 1 hour. See, this is almost done. I'm going to just change the font. Double click, select this, open up the font at the top here. Anything that doesn't have this crown next to it, you can use. So what would go good? What's this look like? Nope. Oh, that doesn't look too bad, but I don't like that. You could probably go through all these fonts for hours. I don't want to do that. There we go. That looks very close. Let's try this one. There. We'll say this one. We'll say that I've decided to keep this one. make this a tiny bit bigger. Very simple, very nice front. It's set your back 1 hour. And I'm going to go to page 2 now. I'm going to upload a headshot of myself. Upload media, we'll click on devices. I'm going to go back to marketing. They're all online. I have 4. I go to headshots. I'll choose the headshot and upload that. So this is the back. This is where the address is going to go and my little spiel about myself and my business and our logo, all that fun stuff. So here I am. I'll bring this in. Oh, that's way too big for the postcard, even though I want it to be that big. I'm not going to. I'm going to make it smaller. Bring that up into the corner here. And then I'm going to put my information in by going to the text. I'm going to click add a subheading. And inside the subheading, I'm going to put what I call the block. And the block is all your information you need to be compliant. So it's my name. And I'm a realtor. You've got to put that little symbol there. Oh, there we go. My phone number. Actually, I'm going to put.
Hey, Blake.
Yes.
How did you do that little symbol?
So on a Mac, I do Option R. For Windows-based computers, I suggest going to Google and Google it, and then
Alt
copy.
0174.
Oh, Alt 0174.
Alt 0174, that's for Google?
That is for HP or a Windows-based computer.
And you said I have a Mac like you, so
Okay, so you're going to hold the Option and then R.
Okay.
And it'll pop in there.
I actually downloaded that little symbol and I've been doing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a lot easier. All right, thanks.
Okay. There we go. I have my contact information. I might see based on. I'm just going to make this smaller.
Do you have to put each office as independently owned and operated on there?
Yes, I'm going to put that actually at the bottom though.
Okay.
In the tiny print. I don't like this centered, so I'm going to highlight it all. And I'm going to go up to here where it says alignment, and I'm going to just select. I like that better. Select through which ones I like, and I'm going to choose this one. Then I can put a whole thing of text down here if I want to. Good stuff. More stuff. Okay, so this is the content page or the content area right about right here. You can do it all the way down to the bottom of the page, but I'm trying to save this half for postage stamps or post office printing and an address on this side. I can add a line here to help separate that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to elements, lines and shapes. Here's the line. I can either have it like this and move my line up here, which is going to be kind of weird. I'm going to have line start there it kind of smaller like this. And this just kind of helps separate the page. I can also rotate it using this rotate button. I click it, hold it down, and oh, come on. I rotate it to be vertical instead, and it separates it from here to put the postage area, or the postage area up here, plus the mailing address down here. So I have a front and a back now. Don't forget to set your clock back 1 hour. I would talk about that in here. And I could print the postcards directly from here and have them shipped to me. I click print postcards. It's going to say how big do I want it. I want it by this size, 5.5 by 425. This is what I designed it in. Select which pages I want, and I'll say in double-sided. But 50 copies cost $15. 100 copies, $26, so it's 26%, and just goes up from there. So 1,000 copies, $170 for 1,000 postcards to be printed and sent to you. That's not too bad. But then you have to go through, add all the addresses on, which you can do by printing off address labels from your database and just sticking them on there with one of those sticker pages that you can print on. Same thing with stamps. Let's see. So if you're doing paper options, premium paper, if you're using the deluxe paper, you can, it just changes the strength. Matte finish means it's not going to be glossy. So it's going to be very, it's like when you print something off of a printer, that's not a photo. It's usually what it's like. A glossy finish will be more like a photo, and then an uncoated finish will be a bit of a warmer look, closer to a matte finish, but in between the two of the glossy and matte. I don't need envelopes in my order. And then I would click continue, and they would send me my postcards. So that is one piece of fall marketing that you can do. Let's make a Halloween piece of marketing. Let's make a little video that we can actually put in our Facebook. So I'm going to go click File. I'm going to click Create New Design.
Yes, Kim, you do.
Huh?
She asked if you paid postage on top of it. And I
Oh,
said,
yes,
yes, Kim, you do.
Sorry, I don't have the chat box open. Yeah, this is only designing. This is not a postcard handling facility. So it'd be sent to you and you would send it out. So I'm going to type in the search up here. Facebook video, and I just typed in face, and Facebook video is at the bottom. So I'm going to click Facebook video. So this is going to be a short video for social media. And once again, we have templates in here, and these are video templates. So I can actually search for oops, I spelled Halloween wrong. Oh, didn't have any Halloween videos. Okay. So we are going to use our own Halloween photos then. And I'm going to use this zombie photo and double click it. Oh, run too many times. And I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger. See at the top, I'm going to put in element. I'm going to search out videos. So up here, I can check to see if I want all things photos, graphics, videos, or audio. So I chose videos. And some of these are free. Some of them are pro. These are free. This is free. I mean, this one's free. Pro. I want to see. Oh, I'm sure you guys can hear Lacey. Hey, Trisha. Free. Canva.
My dog's just started barking.
Oh, doing a Canva marketing class at 11. Yep.
We're learning how to make cool things. Hi, Trisha.
Hi.
It's Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Let's see. It's hard to find a lot of free videos, so I want. Yeah, everyone's online. Yeah. Let's try. Try graphics. I do know that there's one that moves because I put it in my other one I was using. Let's look for house. There we go. See this happy little house? I'm going to pull this happy little house in. And happy little house dances back and forth. So when I have a moving graphic like this, it turns it into a video automatically, but because I chose it to be a video, it created a video down here. I can add another page in here and it will make this a video as well. Let's make it a text. So I'm going to put text. I'm going to say, tired of nosy neighbors. So I'm just trying to stick with the Halloween theme. I have it selected. I'm going to click on animate up here at the top. I'm just going to give it something to zhuzh it up a bit. Skate. Brian's brains. Oh, come on. I gotta type that. There we go. Sorry, everyone. I am of the spell check generation, and it has disabled our spell check in our head. So. We're just going to send it. So now this text has animation to it. It's an 11-second video. So if I were to play it all, it would look like this. A happy little house dancing with these nosy neighbors breaking into your home for brains. I'm going to add one more page and I'm going to say, oh, me. And then I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to go back to uploads. I'm going to go into my images where I am. Import myself. So just make it a bit smaller. And I'm going to put my block of text again. My information. Oh, I did not put each office is independently owned and operated on the postcard. Be sure to put that in all your printed material. I know Heather talked about it and I said I was going to do it, but I totally forgot about it. I'm going to put an animation to my picture. It's going to fade in. Then I can look at all of this. Here's my little happy house, but it's being broken into by zombies. Yes, I am tired of that. And call me. So I just made a cute little 16-second video. I'm gonna put something up here. Let's put in. Pretty sure oh my gosh. Pretty sure I can't ask if your neighbors are zombies because that would be discrimination. But I also don't think they're protected class, so I think we're okay. There we go. Now let's see what this is. Your neighbor's zombies? With a happy little house? Oh man. So we just made a quick 16-second video in about 5 minutes. And people remember silly things like this. And this is what you really want, is for them to remember, oh yeah, I saw that weird little 16-second video with that house and zombies. Who is that guy again? Oh yeah, Blake. So I could download this now. I click download. You're going to want it as an MP4 video. And you're going to select all pages because they all are in one video format. So it's downloading it now. So as this downloads, we can go back into here is every time I click create a new project, it opens a new tab up at the top for me. So this is back on the postcard. I can go back into text, do my little body text. And at the bottom, oops. Come on. Highlight it, and they're up here. This is the font size. I'm going to just make it small. Put it right here at the bottom. So that postcard is done. The video has been downloaded. I can now go into downloads. Here is the video. I'm opening it up. And this is with QuickTime. Click play. Now, if you upload this into Facebook, it's going to automatically play for you every time someone is scrolling through your feed. So you don't need to worry about them having to hit play. It just does it. That was actually neat. I like that. Where's my phone number? Why didn't that show up? It must have been outside the zone. I don't know why. Because here's my phone number. Maybe it was just 2. It was about a 3. I want to be able to put audio. Okay. So that was a video. My phone number didn't show up for some reason, so I'm going to move this stuff up. See if it'll fit in there. Not going to re-download it. Should be fine. But that was a little video with our zombie friends. So now let's make a flyer instead. To make a flyer, I'm going to go into File, Create New Design, and it is flyer. So if you choose a flyer in here, it's a 5.5 by 8.5 inches. I'm actually going to go into custom size, and I'm going to go 8.5 by 11. I'm going to make sure the pixel is changed to inches. Oh, there's the 8.5 by 11-inch flyer. Click on that, it's going to open up. Here's the size of a standard piece of printer paper. And then once again, we're going to have templates. These are really awesome templates to use. I would definitely do it. I have done it before for our classes. This is a fun one, the open mic night. It's also free, but we're going to design our own. So I'm going to go back into our uploads. And let's see, we're going to do a back to school picture or back to school flyer, because I have a bunch of back to school stuff and we haven't used it yet. So I'm going to choose this back to school. Make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to bring that up to the corner. There's a little bit of bleed. Make it kind of smaller. I'm going to choose this photo. This smaller here. So I'm putting this space in between these on purpose for an aesthetic reason. Put in this autumn. And now these can be house pictures or home pictures that you're putting in here. But because it's fall marketing, we're putting fall marketing pictures in. Let's see. Do this one. Okay. So this will be my flyer. This is just our back to school flyer. You know what? I actually want that to say back to school on top, or I can put it right here. I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to go back to text, add a heading. Time for school. Like this. So I said it's time for school. And down here, I can talk about anything I want to. I can put in a box of text in here, start talking. And I'm going to add my picture right under here. Put that over here in the corner. And I'm going to put KW. So this KW doesn't have a background. And I'm going to add a background to it. I'm going to leave that right here. I'm going to make a little square or a rectangle to make sure that we can see that though. I'm going to go into elements and choose this square. And I'm going to transform it to a rectangle. I'll move it down here where I want my Keller Williams Realty Gold to be. I'm going to move my KW Realty Gold. So, oh, that square is in front of it, and I don't want it in front of it, I want behind it. So I'm going to click on the square to select it. I'm going to come up to position. I'm going to move it backward. So now it is behind the Keller Williams Realty Gold, and you can see part of it. I don't see all of it yet. So I select Keller Williams Realty Gold, and I make it smaller, and I fit it into the new rectangle. So now it has a background. Background I want just a tiny bit bigger. Just a bit. All right, so now these are two separate pieces. I want them to act as one, so I'm going to actually highlight them both together. So they're both selected, and I'm going to click on group. So now, when I move them, they move together, and they're one unit. Now I put my information in here, and this could be a back to school time flyer. This isn't the best, but this is something that was pulled out within a few minutes. If you had time to sit down for an hour or so and create something, you could come up with something amazing for sure. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to create using Canva. So we've created a Facebook post, we have created a postcard, we've created a flyer and a video. Do you have any questions about creations inside of Canva that I could answer for you? And this is all with the free account. So we went to pexels.com and we got our free photos and we brought them into the free account of Canva. Other things that we can look at inside of the elements is that we have lines and shape, the recently used graphics. If I click on graphics, there's a ton that we can go in here. There's a lot of free ones. So I could throw in, maybe I want some foliage, bold foliage. Maybe these little plant right there. So those are fun to put in there and use. Click back on elements. Get rid of that. If audio charts and so on and so forth, we already went through those. So I want to see a chart. Bring a people chart in. It's going to ask me what kind I want for my pictogram. So you can make pictograms in here as well for maybe the process of a closing or process of using the buyer's agent, anything like that. These are buildings. Can go in there. All right, so you can either print these flyers over here, print flyer, or you could even download it and print it yourself, which I would recommend. And you choose PDF print, and then click on download and print it up. So it's downloading it. And here's what it looks like as the PDF. What the heck? Why didn't it all load? There we go. Here's the flyer we designed. Now, that is how we use Canva. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to help. I do highly recommend the upgraded Pro account, and I will go ahead and show you my Pro account then to show you everything that I can do in there. This again. Oops. Where's my logout? Sign out. Log in. So this is my Pro account. This is everything you get in free plus some. I can actually resize anything that I have created already. As you can see, here's my happy house one in fall marketing. Have the happiest home this fall. So like this is a video, and all I did was use a template. And I said team meeting today. And look, you can see all the confetti and the cake in the background.
So cute.
Yeah, super cute. And let's see, if I wanted to create a design here, I can just click the create design. Let's do Facebook post. And then anything with Pro I can use. So I don't have very many limitations on things in here. Here's a Pro template. I click on it and I can use it. I can change anything I want to in here and upload that. Pro elements. So if I'm looking at almost all of the videos that are in here, I can use. Oh, that's a free one. That's not a good example. That was a nice video though.
It's $10 a month. I clicked.
Oh, you clicked?
Yeah, to look.
Okay. Yeah, I pay it yearly. So
It probably makes you.
yeah, it does. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of free stuff in here that wasn't showing up in the free account for some reason. So, but anything that was marked as pro, I could use. Like this one. I could use this no problem because I'm paying for the account. I have more options when I use pro. Here's that logo area that I told you about. My Keller Williams Realty Gold and my Blue Ocean Digital Service logo on there. These are my uploads. It's the same thing as the free account. It's super easy to use. I would suggest going in there and actually using it. It's not going to hurt you. It's free account. You can create things easily. I prefer this over the Designs app inside of Command. So this is what I use for all of my designs. All right, any questions? Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. You can email me, text me, call me, and I will be happy to help. See you later,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Blake.
It's my pleasure.